Welcome to Fluff in the Corporate Space by Saffron Conscious. Our title today is Everyday Acts of Heart-Centered Leadership. I'm your host, MC, the Corporate Heart Guide. Leadership isn't just about big decisions, quarterly targets, or high-stakes meetings. It is in the small, consistent actions that happen every day. How you listen, how you pause, how you show up for your team. These micro moments carry immense energy, subtly shaping the environment and the field in which your organization operates. At Saffron Conscious, we call this heart-centered leadership, presence in practice. When leaders consistently show up from the heart, they influence not just outcomes, but the culture, cohesion, and resilience of their teams. Think back to our discussion about accountability. When you take responsibility with awareness and presence, you shift the morphogenetic field. That invisible network of energy and influence that connects everyone in your organization. But sustaining this requires attention to the everyday moments where your presence matters most. Every check-in, every acknowledgement, every pause to reflect before responding contributes to alignment and harmony. For some, these micro actions can feel risky. Maybe you worry that slowing down, noticing the energy, or being truly present will expose you, make you vulnerable, or affect your authority. That fear is real. And it's understandable. Heart-centered leadership does not ask you to overshare or be perfect. It invites you to experiment with small intentional practices that quietly shift the field. Over time, these actions create a workplace where accountability, trust, and collaboration naturally flourish. These are practical ways to practice everyday heart-centered leadership. 1. Mindful pauses. Take a moment before meetings or sending an email to center yourself and set an intention. 2. Genuine check-ins. Ask your team how they are doing and really listen without judgment or agenda. 3. Acknowledgement and recognition. Notice contributions, effort, and growth, even in small ways. 4. Intentional feedback. Offer guidance with empathy and clarity, focusing on growth rather than solely outcomes. These micro practices are not just nice to have. Each intentional action ripples through the organization. And by doing that, it shapes the energy and inspires future leaders and reinforces accountability as a shared heart-centered value. The cumulative effect transforms the workplace into a more aligned, engaged, and resilient environment. This week, I invite you to experiment with one micro practice consistently. Observe how it shifts the energy around you and within you, and how it affects your team, and how it reinforces a culture of presence, heart, and accountability. At Saffron Conscious, our work is about more than just leadership development. It's about cultivating environments where every action contributes to the greater good, shaping not only today's outcomes, but the leaders and cultures of tomorrow. Remember, like water, flow with ease and gentleness, and let's continue navigating the currents of our own lives. Till next time, Goodbye.